I love this question from a reader of the sales blog. I think it's super interesting and it's super important, even though it's pretty straightforward. The question is, what is the difference between research and prospecting? Such a great question. When you're researching, what you're doing is you're going out onto the internet and you're looking up somebody's name and you're going to look at their title so you can figure out, are you calling on the right person or somebody who cares about what it is you sell? And then you're going to go to LinkedIn and you're going to look at the profile that the person put up in their own words. More than likely that's self-disclosed information. So it's literally what somebody wants you to know about them. How useful is that? They're telling you, this is what I want you to know about me. So if there's nothing there, there's a hint. They don't want you to know anything. And if there's not a picture there, they don't want you to see who they are. All of these things are clues. But that's not the difficult part of researching. The difficult part is finding contact information. Even though there's lots of tools, it can be difficult to find the things that you need to really do the prospecting work. So what you need is the minimum viable research. And that's not where they went to college. It's not what they say they're interested in or what they're reading or any of those things, all of which are nice to know. What you need to know is their phone number and you need to know their email address. So if you can't find it by looking at that person, you can go out and look at their peers and find out what if they have their email listed somewhere. You can pick up the convention so you can do something with it. Ultimately, that's what you need to be able to do the prospecting work. When you're researching, what you're doing is you're gathering the information necessary to do the prospecting work that you need to do. And remember, I said it's the minimum viable research. Okay, now let's talk about what prospecting is. Prospecting is opening the relationship that allows you to create a new opportunity, or opening the relationships that allow you to create a new opportunity. That means you need a meeting. You need to get face to face with someone, and you can do that by cold calling. You can do that sometimes through email. You can do it through referrals. You can do it by showing up at a trade show. You can go to a networking group. There's lots of things that you can do to prospect. But here's the primary and fundamental difference. No matter how good a job you do at researching, you don't have a meeting. No matter how good of a job you do understanding who that individual is and what they care about, you still don't have a meeting. You could spend 8 hours researching and be no better off as a salesperson than you were before you did the 8 hours. Prospecting is different. If you picked up the phone and you dialed for 8 hours, you would end up with some appointments. You would end up in some conversations. And those conversations would give you an insight as to who might be a good prospect, or what I would call a dream client, that you can continue to call on. If you did 1 hour of cold calling, you would probably be better off than if you'd done 8 hours of research. And this is the primary difference. So back to minimum viable research. What does that mean? I need a couple things. I need your name. I need your email address. I need your phone number. I need a tailored point of view about your business and what trends are going to impact your business. And I need some ideas about why you should change now and why we should have a conversation. And that's the value that I'm trading you for your time. You can do all the research in the world about the individual, but how weird are you going to be when you say something like, you went to the Ohio State University and my uncle's wife went to the Ohio State University. And what do you think is going to happen there? Somebody's going to go, oh, why didn't you say so? We're bros. I'm going to give you the business. Why don't you get me a contract? It just doesn't work that way, and it's weird and it's awkward. It's easier to generate rapport face-to-face than it is to say something weird over the phone when you're trying to get an appointment. So here's the thing. Do the research, minimum viable. Know what you need to know to make the call and nothing more, and then make the calls. That's the difference between research and prospecting. I almost said the difference between research and prospecting is success in sales, but that's true too. But really, I'm trying to give you a complete answer here, and the complete answer is do as much as necessary and no more, and then make your calls. Hit the like button, share this with someone who's digging into the research like they work at the Library of Congress or something like that, and then hit the, I don't even know what I want you to hit. Hit the subscribe button. This is every day.